Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Princess Auto's See at Work, where you see some of our fantastic products live in action. I'm here today, as always, with Mr. Derek Chalmers.
Dan.
Derek, how are you? I'm Dan Verville. I didn't introduce myself. I should have, but I didn't. But we're here outside today, outside here at our home office in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and we have got a fantastic project to show you today. This in front of me is the future of cooking. This is the Blackstone 36-inch griddle cooking station. And it is beautiful.
It is. It's a work of art.
I want to get cooking already. I really do, because this thing, it's massive. What can you tell us about it? Who needs this thing?
Well, it can be used anywhere. It can be taken camping. You can use it in your backyard. It's a grill for all season.
That's very good. And have you put this thing together before? It's very sturdy. It's very mobile.
Very sturdy,
How
very
heavy
mobile.
is it?
Well, the top's about 55 pounds. The frame, approximately. The frame weighs about 20 pounds. It's very simple to put together. Out of the box, maybe no more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're cooking.
Cool. Well, just a reminder, by the way, just if you're just tuning in now, I'm Dan. This is Derek. We're here at See at Work. This is live. If you're watching live, if you're not watching live, you're not. But this is See at Work. Please send in any questions you have. I'm following along on Facebook. We want to know what's going on, what you think, and what you want to know about this beautiful Blackstone griddle. So you can put a lot of stuff on here. You can put 72 pieces of bacon on at once.
That's right.
Can we try that today?
No, we don't have 72 pieces of
Well, we
bacon.
don't, but we do have some bacon.
We do have some bacon.
We do have some bacon. So how much heat does this thing throw off when it's fully going?
North of 550 degrees.
That's pretty hot.
That's pretty hot. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You can blacken shrimp. You can do fish, chicken, anything you'd cook on a grill or in a stove. You can cook on here.
How is it heated? It's propane?
It's propane powered. This unit has 4 burners.
Okay.
60,000 BTU at maximum temperature, and you can adjust each burner to do a level zone for cooking. So you can have low or off on one side, and you can have high on the other side, and in between you can adjust as you need.
So 60,000 BTUs, how much does that compare to a regular barbecue? Or is that like...
It's similar depending on the amount of burners that are the barbecue.
Okay.
Right? Yep.
So if you're someone who likes to grill or smoke, what's different about the griddle?
Well, it's a quick cook. It cooks really, really fast, actually. Regular breakfast, pancakes, bacon, eggs, you could do probably in 10 minutes for 4 people. Yep.
You will have a restaurant at your house,
Yeah.
basically, is what
Get
you're
everything
saying.
ready ahead of time and then cook.
You better have
Yeah.
people you need to feed, because you're going to be cooking a lot of food.
That's true.
36 inches of real estate. One thing that Blackstone has that not a lot of other griddles has, a lot of accessories, a lot of different pieces
That's
to
right.
really complement the griddle.
That's right.
And we got some of them here today, so let's just walk through a couple of them.
Sure.
So what do you got? You got
Well,
the griddle scraper?
We've got the griddle scraper, and this is going to come in handy when you're cleaning the grill after you're done cooking. Pre-re-seasoning, if you're doing something like that. It has a steel spatula and a cleaning stone, which is very handy. It will not scratch the top. It's not a non-stick surface. It gets sealed with seasoning, and we'll talk about that when we start to cook.
Yeah.
We've got a breakfast kit, so it's got a batter dropper. It's got 2 egg rings, really handy. You can poach eggs on this griddle. We've got a basting lid you can put over top to keep the steam in. It
Yep.
works really, really well.
And we also have the outdoor classic cooking set with more of your standard tools
Yep.
that you'd need. And I like this one a lot, the press and sear.
Yeah, that's neat.
That is neat. It even has a spiced dredge. It's very good. All right, so I think it's we've talked a lot about the grill, 720 square inches of space to cook. So why don't we start using some of the space? Let's see it work.
Yeah, let's get
see
this
it
one
work.
out of the way. We've got one that's already seasoned and ready to go.
I'll wheel this out.
Sure.
Without falling, maybe. I got it.
Okay,
Thank
I'll
you.
bring this one in.
Don't forget to send in your questions. Oh, look at this one. This one's got a nice lid.
We've got the hard lid accessory.
Okay. So as you mentioned before,
Gas is
this
on.
thing's got to be seasoned.
It does have
It's
to
like
be
a
seasoned.
cast iron pan.
Similar to that. Yeah, similar to that. We'll just get the burners going here. It's electronic ignition.
I can see it from here. It looks great. It looks great.
So to season, flaxseed oil is recommended. Any oil, canola oil, peanut oil can be used. And the process takes about 25 to 30 minutes depending on how many times you're going through the seasoning route. But basically what you're doing is you're wiping everything down with a damp towel. No soap. You're never going to use soap to clean this off. You get it warmed up, put your oil on, and as it heats, it's going to turn black. So Blackstone, as we were
That's
discussing.
why it's called the Blackstone.
Right?
Perfect,
It gets
yeah.
the more seasoned it gets, the darker it gets. And you're going to go through about 2 or 3 procedures of just wiping the excess oil off, letting it heat up again until it starts to smoke. Once the smoke goes away, more oil, and then you repeat that procedure again.
And now, what does that seasoning process? Does it lock in the flavor?
Well, it seals the griddle, so it's easy to clean. After you're done cooking, it takes just seconds to clean up. It's very, very fast cleanup. And again, if you had you know, a cover, which are soft covers are offered, we have the hard lid to protect it from the elements. It's very helpful. It takes a second.
I can already feel this thing just throwing some
We're going to get it heated up really hot.
So we're going
to turn everything down just a little bit, depending on what we're cooking.
Like you said, Blackstone, the name, comes from after all the seasonings when your cooking surface looks like a Blackstone. Now, Blackstone is fairly new to Canada. Been here for about 4 years.
Give or take, yeah.
Based in Logan, Utah since 2005, and really just a fantastic griddle product.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've got some canola oil here. I'm just going to use this to get the grill kind of ready so we have a nice coating. We're going to start our hash browns first. We're going to do hash browns, hamburgers, bacon, buns. We've got all that set up. So
all right. Another thing that folks might not realize as we're kind of getting into this, so you have the 4 different areas to cook on. So maybe if you have some family members who are usually inside while you're grilling and they're doing their other dishes, now everyone can be outside kind of cooking together.
Yep, they have some nice accessories with it as well. There is a table surround that goes around the entire sides and back of the unit and gives you more shelf space, so you can have all of your cooking utensils and all your product out, and you can have a party, you have everybody around, so it's
the cooking surround, that
very social.
So you could show off your great skills on the griddle.
That's right.
And how I'm going to burn everything I put on there. So, but hey, Derek won't. He's a pro. He's a pro. We got a question coming in. Timmy, PEI, wants to know, what kind of oil should you use when cooking?
Well, that's up to preference. I did some fried rice last week, and I used some sesame oil and some canola oil. Whatever you've got handy, whatever you prefer. If you have an allergy to one, you can use another. They're not really specific on what to use to cook. It's more of a preference.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Well, as I mentioned before, you have tuned in to See It Work. I'm Dan. This is Derek. On today's show, we are featuring the Blackstone 36-inch griddle. And Derek is getting it going. Look at these fantastic did you make these hash browns?
I cut them up just this afternoon.
Are these like homegrown potatoes?
They are not homegrown.
They're not homegrown potatoes.
Not at my home.
Well, Timmy from PEI wouldn't like that. He likes homegrown
like
probably.
That's true.
Should have brought some of those in. Okay, Sandy in Winnipeg has a question. She wants to know, how hard is it to get replacement parts?
Quite easy. We can get
as we burn the top of that thing. Yeah, there we go. We need a replacement lid for that.
It does happen. No, it's there's actually very few moving parts to this, so
yeah.
Replacement parts, burners, etc., easily available.
Okay, and then so the heat in each area can be adjusted.
It can be adjusted, and strangely enough, if you think you've got one end that's on high and it's cooking to 500 degrees, the other end you can have turned off and it will keep warm. It will not burn. You can move cooked vegetables over to one side to keep them warm. You can cover them with a lid and they will not continue to overcook, and it's very easy to control the heat.
That's good. So you said you made fried rice on this the other night?
Fried rice, yeah, we did fried rice. We've done pancakes on this. Bacon cooks very fast. It gets very crisp.
Have you ever done a full-size pancake?
We have not, but
well, we should try that.
We're going to try that.
That could be on the next episode of See It Work. We do more Blackstone stuff. Oh, we have another question. Lots of questions coming in this. James in Strathroy, Ontario wants to know, does the cover come with it?
The cover does not come with it. So there is a soft cover available as well as a hard cover. The benefit to the hard cover, obviously, for
I can let me do
this.
Let me do something here.
The benefit to the hard cover is well, as such, it keeps everything protected.
Yeah.
The soft cover, it's waterproof, so if it's going to be some rain or some moisture on there, it's going to keep the griddle seasoned. It's very nice to help it protect. If you do leave it out in the open with the elements, it's
I was just going to ask that because I'm going to forget to put this thing away.
Yeah, if water sits on it, I mean, it is an open pore in the metal. It's going to rust, but it can be cleaned and reseasoned again. It's not hard to do.
So I notice right now you're taking up a lot of the burner space with these hash browns.
We'll get them cooked. We'll move them over. It's not a problem.
We got a lot of stuff to cook here.
We do. It's good.
So
there's lots of room on this. 720 square inches, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, Jay got another question. Jay in Keswick, Ontario wants to know, can this bad boy be converted to natural gas? Or is this propane only?
I'm not 100% on that, actually. I'd have to find out.
All right, we're going to find out for you, James. Jay, not James. Jay. We will find out. I feel like I read somewhere that it is not, but I could be wrong. And I'm very often wrong.
I'm not.
So
I'm not aware.
You know, I think we have enough onion. Just
do.
brought 7 of them.
Well, we've got a lot of people that are anxious to get in on this after.
That's true. All right. Well, you know, we're just making this a disaster zone. And another element that we'll be kind of showing off later is that with the multiple grill space, a lot of barbecues these days, and you're having folks over to eat. A lot of wind here on set today. Yeah. When you're having people over, there's a lot of different dietary requirements in today's day and age.
That's right.
Right? So a lot of times you have your barbecue going, you're doing hamburgers, someone wants a veggie dog, someone wants a gluten-free something or other. You got to accommodate for that, and that's actually what this grill can do. Unfortunately today, well, I mean, we've got an area for some vegetarian stuff.
We can do veggie on the potato side.
Veggie on the
That's
potato
not a
side.
problem.
Done. Oh, Stephanie, another Ontario question. Stephanie in Fort Erie, Ontario. Are Blackstone products at all locations?
As of yet, no, but they will be within a few days is what I'm aware.
Couple days, they will be there. So keep checking your local Princess Auto store and go in and pick one up, because yeah, these things are going to go quick. Once again, you're tuned into Facebook Live. I'm Dan. This is Derek. When I say Facebook Live, I mean see it work. We're here at the Princess Auto home campus in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and we are cooking up breakfast on the Blackstone 36-inch griddle. Yep. And things are going pretty good.
Yep, and if you go onto our website, princessauto.com, and type in griddle, you'll see all the accessories and the different options there are available currently.
This is good. I just got bacon grease all over my phone.
That's okay.
So that's nice. That'll be good for later. I feel like I need more heat here.
Turn it up a little bit.
I cook everything on high heat. I just like charring things. Because I don't have time. I don't have time to wait for things to cook
You're
properly.
a busy man.
Yeah, we can't. So you cook pancakes, you've cooked rice, anything out of the ordinary?
Last night, salmon.
Salmon?
Fillets. Yep.
So are you a full-time griddle guy now?
Pretty much.
Do you have a barbecue at home?
I have a charcoal grill.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you have a smoker?
I have a smoker I'm building currently, yes.
Jeez.
Yep.
What else is there? Once you get the griddle, I think you have the trifecta complete.
You know what? It works so fast. There's no waiting for charcoal to heat up. I mean, all things being equal, it's very handy.
You know, it's interesting because I don't have a barbecue out of my house, and I'm thinking I should just get a griddle.
You probably should.
I probably should. And people are asking right now about the price of this particular unit that we got here. It is $499.99. That is the price currently at Princess Auto for this lovely Blackstone grill.
We have a
What's
bacon. This is a bacon press.
That is a masonry tool. That's not.
Yeah, it's for tamping.
Okay.
We have this in the breakfast kit. That makes the bacon nice and flat, and
Right.
it gets very crispy if you let it.
I like that.
If everybody likes that, I know I do.
We're taking orders. People from the store next door, they're going to smell this and walk over. We're going to have to open a little cafe here.
You start cooking onions, and everybody's over.
So this is really good for just singeing the arm. This is a really nice cook. All right, we need to keep moving along here. What else can we throw on here?
Let's put some hamburgers on here.
All right. Let's put some hamburgers on. I
Let's
think
keep
that's
a spot here for the veggie
we're just
burger.
making a mess. Oh,
Right.
question. Another question. Adam in Winnipeg. I think I can read this through the grease. Adam in Winnipeg. Do the casters swivel and lock?
2 of the casters swivel and
Yes, they
lock,
do.
and 2 are fixed. It's quite easy to navigate because it is very light.
It is pretty light.
Yep.
Timothy wants to know if he can get a longer gas hose.
Should be able to get something. It's a standard 20-pound POL fitting, so should be pretty easy to source.
Should be able to fit that.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess you could if you wanted to. I don't know why you'd want to. Then you won't have it hooked up there.
Well,
but
if you have a larger
Oh.
tank, sometimes it's harder to get the larger
here it
tank.
is, veggie burger.
Veggie
Someone
burger.
has a veggie ordered in. Yep. We're gonna put this right
Right in here.
in Onion Town, USA.
That's right.
There we go. Done. You really feel like you are in a restaurant when you're cooking on this thing.
100%.
You could use this in your garage?
You could, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You need some fresh air with any propane accessory, heaters. Or,
That was my next question.
Yep,
Yeah.
heaters or anything that's going to have a emissions off gas. You have to have some fresh air, but it is very safe to use in the garage. If it starts to rain, it was raining the other day when I did it. I was lucky. I had a little bit of an overhang on the house, but if it's starting to pour, you can certainly move it into a garage.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can't see this, but he has already broken the veggie burger.
It
so
happened
we
on,
apologize.
It happened on contact. I'm sorry.
On contact. All right, more questions coming in. Once again, you're watching See It Work. I'm Dan, this is Derek. We're here at Princess Auto's head office in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Sean wants to know if the legs fold up for storage. I don't think they do.
They actually come folded in the box.
Okay,
and
maybe
for
they do.
storage, if you're going to put it away for a season or for travel, you can stow it by folding them up. It's a very quick procedure to build and a very quick procedure to take down, so very easy to do.
Okay, so they do fold. Sean, Randy Johnson from Winnipeg. Can you put pots on top of the flat top to cook with?
You certainly can. You can cook spaghetti, you can boil water, you can, with a shallow pan or a pot, you can deep fry on the top of one of these things.
Yeah.
It's a very, very high heat source. If you let
deep fry on the top of this
you can
thing?
deep fry it. I was told that you could, with a simple aluminum foil pan, you could deep fry with this. It will get that hot.
Wow. Oh, hey, the questions are coming in. All right, Neil wants to know how long assembly time is. Depends on how like for,
I mean,
me, 3-4 hours. For you,
Yeah.
10 minutes.
You might want to call me.
Yeah, I'll call you. We'll give you a buzz.
Yeah. It's 10 minutes and you're cooking. Really, it's that fast.
Yeah.
You got to season it. The seasoning, like I say, probably 25 minutes, maybe a half an hour. You want to let it get really, really cooked into the pores. But once you're done, you're ready to rock in a couple
Should you
minutes.
re-season it? This is going to sound like a tongue twister, but should you re-season it every season?
Every season, you could do that. If it's not going to be in use for any length of time, cleaning and re-seasoning is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Dean in Red Deer wants to know if we'll price match if he finds it cheaper somewhere else.
That's a really good question.
That is a great question. I believe we will. But you'll have to look at the Facebook comments right now and someone will answer that question definitively. Chef Nathan wants to know, what are we cooking? Well, Chef Nathan, we are cooking up some burgers. We're cooking up some hash browns, some onions, one lonely veggie burger, and a lot of bacon.
Lots of bacon.
Lots of bacon. I think I saw on the chart you can cook like almost 100 hot dogs on this thing at once.
Yeah, I think you've got, there's, like I say, it's 720 square inches, so there's a lot of real estate on here.
Yeah, we've still, if we compacted this a little bit more, we got
Easily.
lots
I think
of
you
room.
can do almost 50 burgers at one time.
We should probably season these burgers with something.
Sure.
What
Get one of the
flavor do you
seasoning
want?
mixes. That's up to you.
Oh,
That's your
all
call.
right then. I like, you know what? Whiskey burger.
Whiskey burger?
Yeah,
Let's
I
do
like
that.
the whiskey burger. Again, this is seasoning right from Blackstone, proprietary to them.
Yeah, we're getting that in store next year, I believe. That's right, next year.
Do you like whiskey burgers?
Sure.
All right. I don't know what we're doing here, but we're just gonna.
Do you cook a lot, Dan?
You know, all the time. Derek,
Really?
all the time. Not a lot.
I couldn't tell.
Not a lot. You know, sometimes. My grill situation right now, like I said earlier, not great. We're gonna upgrade probably to one of these units. But yeah, I cook. I try to cook.
I get it.
But, you know, my dietary concerns, it's tough. It's tough some days. All right, this bacon is looking. This is right where I want bacon. I don't know.
Do you?
Like this is. I think that's done.
No.
People on set shaking their heads saying that's not done. It looks
not
raw.
done,
Well,
Dan.
guess what? Guess what? I like it just barely cooked. How are
Fresh
these
out of the
burgers
package.
coming along?
They're good. I think we can flip them in a second here.
It's nice even heat.
Yep.
Culinaire in Toronto, where does the grease go? Great question.
Yep.
As you can see right here at the front of the grill, we're cooking
This will
on
be
it.
the
So this is the
back of the grill.
back of the grill. As I talked myself through that, I was gonna get there. This is the back of the grill. That is where all the grease is going, along with, unfortunately, a few stray pieces of potato.
That's okay. That's why it's there.
So we've lost a couple.
Now you can get this really hot. You can sear meats, fishes, seafoods. It's very easy to get everything locked in. So we'll move these out of the way. We can put some other ones on.
Sure, I'll get some more.
Want to put those on?
Murray asked the same question. They want to know where the grease goes, because
Yep,
if you
depending on
didn't know, You're probably just like, that's a pretty big grease trap.
Yeah, depending on the model, some have a front trap, some of the smaller ones.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot of stuff, a lot of fixings. We got the cheese. We're gonna have to put the buns on here too, I think.
Yeah, the buns are going to go on at the last couple seconds and get them nice and toasted.
Sandy in Winnipeg wants to know if Blackstone spices are available at all stores now. I don't believe they are yet.
Next season, we're looking to get them in for all stores.
Next season, they will be in all stores.
I'm going to put a
And
little
that
bit
is
more.
the. Should we do one side with one kind of seasoning, the other with a different? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's disgusting. People watching this are like, get this man away from the
Just
grill
get this
right
done.
now. Yeah, get him out of here. Doesn't know what's going on. All right. Now, I am surprised at how easy it is to control the heat for each specific area.
Yeah,
so you're a seasoned pro at this, so you've got everything dialed in properly.
Yeah, I mean, if
You're going low and slow here on
you
the
need a little bit
burgers?
more heat, it only takes a second to get the heat back up. And like I say, if you turn it down, you can adjust and get the onions are cooked, I think, to what everybody's going to like here. So I'm just going to push them off to the side. Get them in some of the corners. There will be a little bit cooler, so that's a good place to put some of the items that cook a little faster.
All right, I'm just searching for one more kind to use here because we did put on some new burgers, taco and fajita. Well, almost. Oh, this is good. They've got some very easy to see kind of what you should try it on. So I'm looking here. I'm going to eat tequila lime. And it says here, yeah, try it on beef. So here we go.
Let's go. Let's do that.
We'll have some tequila lime burgers. Okay. Derek, what is your, this is a question.
Sure.
From one of our fans.
Okay.
What's your favorite meal to cook on your griddle?
I don't know. I like breakfast. Breakfast is really quick, really easy. My son was very eager to help. He likes to cook, so he got in there and made everybody breakfast, and it only took a minute. And it's very, very safe for somebody who's just starting out cooking. You have a young person home that wants to give you a hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's no open flame. Just have to be a little cautious of the pan, but that's all.
Is your griddle roughly the same size?
Same size.
Same
this
size.
is actually
Same
the
model.
one. This is the one we
This
were using.
is the one. This
Yep.
is yours.
I brought this in from home.
Okay. See, this is good to know.
Well, it's pre-seasoned, so it was
Yeah.
easy to go.
Yeah. Because if we did have to season it, we would be here for a very long time.
It would be
because
very-
I'm sure your seasoning procedure
It would be tedious.
yeah. You would want to make sure that this thing's right dialed in.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're getting close. I think we're getting close to
We're
having a
very
quick
close.
little
Yep.
meal. I'm gonna get some buns out.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, if you want to make some room.
And we'll get some oil down just before we put the buns on. We'll give the burgers a minute.
Okay.
The bacon over there.
Once again, you are watching See It Work. I'm Dan. This is Derek. We are cooking up some fantastic food today on the Blackstone 36-inch griddle. If you have any questions, fire them in. We'll try to get to as many as we can. One question that we got earlier was, can this be converted to natural gas?
That's a good question. I'd have
And
to
that
check
is
into
a
that.
great question, and it can be.
Can be.
We
We've-
just got
we've
confirmation
just got
on set.
confirmation.
It can be converted to natural gas. It's beautiful when things like that work out.
That's true. That's true.
We just got, how to just chuck them on?
Yeah,
What do we-
actually,
yeah.
I'll put a little bit of oil down.
How often
And
do you cook? Never.
on
This is my first time. Okay.
Couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell. Glad to be here, folks. Glad to be here. But yeah, so it can be converted, which is very nice. I know a lot of folks
Yeah.
go that route now.
You got
where
a
it's
spot
like,
on the deck. You
yeah,
can tap
close
into a
enough to your
line.
house.
It's
Why
perfect.
not?
Yep, absolutely.
Why not?
And
We, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, after we're done cooking, cleanup on this it's just seconds. A little bit of water in one of the squirt bottles.
And that's it?
Yep, get
That's-
it nice and hot. Apply the water a few times. Scrape the...
That's probably one of my weakest. Cleaning it up, like that's what I would be concerned about. Have you ever
It's-
left this thing out by accident?
No.
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 Because you're a professional and you
Well-
take care of the things you purchase. I understand. But if I forgot it outside and there was a bit of rust on it, how would I treat that?
You could re-season it. It would be the same procedure after a little bit of cleanup to get the rust off.
Okay.
The same procedure to get it re-seasoned to cook again. And there's videos on the Blackstone website.
Yeah, there's a lot of great content.
Lots
on
of
the-
content on
there's
there. Lots of recipe ideas.
Oh,
Yeah.
there are
You would
lots.
be amazed at what you can cook on this grill.
All right, we got a couple more questions. Actually, we just got ahead of one. Someone wanted to know Culinaires wanted to know how easy it was to clean the grill. I think we just covered that one.
Easy.
And you know what, it does beg us going back. We should show a little bit more of these accessory kits that we have. We are cooking some breakfast items. We're all over the map actually. Burgers, hash browns. Should have brought just some eggs, but we didn't. So that's okay. But the breakfast kit, this is one of the premier kits here. The batter dispenser. It's got egg rings in it, so you can keep the eggs separate from the rest of the whole situation, because you don't want. I mean, it's flat, but things could.
Well, you can do
cross.
if it's a nice flat setup. If you've got everything nice and level, you can do omelets on here. You can. We poached the eggs actually with the egg rings. Put a lid over top of it, a little bit of water, get some steam going in there, and it cooks in seconds. It's very fast.
Do we need? No, we don't need to. You know what? We could probably. I was gonna say, could we sear the burgers? But we can. Could I just use this?
You could, sure.
Or would that damage anything?
Nice and heavy.
All right.
Give it a push. There you go.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's got to come through on the mics, right?
That's a sizzle.
Yeah.
So I just bury some. I want to bury bacon into there.
If you squeeze, don't squeeze too hard. You can give it a little bit of a push because you don't want to push the juices out.
Well, I definitely pushed all the juice out of that first
That's gonna
one.
be a little dry.
That is not my burger. That's for someone else. Just squeeze them all out. That is for the person on the barbecue. You do not want to be there. All right, as we approach the finish line here with our cooking extravaganza today, any other kind of last words, anything you'd say to folks who are thinking about a griddle, kind of on the fence about it?
Yeah,
like,
if you've never heard of it and you want something to take into the backyard or take out to a campsite, if you've got a seasonal campsite, something like that, do it. You can get small ones, large ones. They're very handy, very useful tool, lots of fun.
I would love to see the faces of people in a campground when you roll up and you wheel out the Blackstone and start cooking up food.
Well, I know some of the RV manufacturers in the States are actually putting small single burner units on some of their outdoor kitchens that they have on the larger RVs. It's getting popular, it's gaining traction. So.
It is an easy way to cook, very convenient, and the results speak for themselves. We're looking forward to sharing some of the food that we've cooked with some folks here on set today. Everyone's patiently waiting. But yeah, I think, you know what, are we winding down, or what else we got to cook? Are we done?
Put some mushrooms on, they'll only take a second.
You know what, we need cheese. We need to put some cheese, mushrooms.
On, sure.
So we're gonna wrap things up here. But once again, this is the Blackstone 36-inch griddle. Find it at Princess Auto. Yeah, it is a fantastic unit, and it's even teaching me how to cook. Or maybe Derek is. Maybe he will after this. I don't know. Maybe he never wants to see me again.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. But thank you for tuning in. This has been See at Work. I'm Dan. This is Derek. We'll see you next time.